From UFOs to psychic powers and government conspiracies, history is riddled with unexplained events. You can turn back now or learn the stuff they don't want you to know.
Tall Pocket says, "Hey guys, call me Tall Pockets if you like. Have you ever wondered what a mashup of stuff they don't want you to know and ridiculous history would look like? If Orphan Annie came face to face with spycraft? Are you picturing a princess doll? Are you really? Wild. Anyway, my boyfriend and I visited the Museum of Failure tonight. Not the actual Museum of Failure, because, as it turns out, it's permanently closed. Failed? Or a brilliant business strategy. Anyway, alongside such notable gems as the Zune, New Coke, and the Monoski. I don't want the Monoski. Like, as in one ski. Brilliant. These were complete failures. One that I never heard of, the My Friend Cayla doll, available from 2014 to 2017. This Bluetooth-enabled doll was marketed as the perfect friend. She knows all about you. She listens to you. No, that's not sinister in the least. These dolls would learn what a child said and sync it to the internet to generate responses. Great, right? So first of all, that sounds like the Google Home that was in my house as my son was growing up at a very early age, where he would just ask things, and I'm sure it knew all kinds of things, knows all kinds of things about my son. But this, in doll form, seems nefarious. So let's keep going with what... Sorry, that was Matt speaking. Let's go back into what Tall Pocket says. It records what the child says so it can maintain some semblance of a conversation. No one would ever hack this or use it to inundate kids with ads or record their conversation and sell it to companies to make more effective targeted ads. No, they would never. They did? Wow,
what?
This is so unexpected. These dolls are actually banned in Germany as they violate the German Telecommunications Act and are considered a concealed espionage device, and the Spy Museum Berlin has one on display. So we've covered listening to recording conversations, selling private data to marketing groups, and extra sneaky ad placements in the form of a convo with your BFF, Cayla. Did I miss anything? Oh, right. It's a doll. That's inherently creepy. I hope you find this as fascinating and disturbing as I did. Thank you for all the work you do. You guys always make me laugh inappropriately in the office, much to the alarm of my unassuming coworkers.
Ooh, it's amazing what she knows.
It really is. And before we find out exactly what she knows, guys, what do you say we listen to an advertisement for this this friend of ours, Miss Cayla?
Ooh, is it going to be old-timey?
No, it is not.
Too much.
No, it is not. Here we go.
Cayla knows millions of things.
Ask Cayla almost anything. What's your name?
My name's Cayla and yours is Abby.
She understands you? Cayla knows millions of things. How do you bake a cake?
Mix eggs, flour, milk, butter.
Wow.
Yay.
What is this? This is like from the 90s or something? Or what is
No,
this?
2014 to 2017.
Okay, I missed that. I don't like that one bit. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the thing in Squid Game, the high red light, green light doll, and the little creepy song that she sings. Kind of has that vibe to it.
Absolutely.
If that doll itself knew everything about you. This is insidious. Also, full disclosure, Tall Pockets, if you are the person I'm thinking of, thank you so much for this letter, because I'm pretty sure we're friends on the internet somehow. I think Tall Pockets is onto something, and I know we all three looked into this and can confirm the story is true, but thank you so much for writing in, because I had not heard of this. I'm just not at that time in my life, well, at any time in my life, I've just not been a guy who's particularly into dolls.
Get it. I get it. There's no shame in that, Ben.
Thanks.
There's all kinds of stuff that we can point to here. So let's jump to one of my favorite things that Tall Pocket sent us, an article from the BBC News. It is titled "German Parents Told to Destroy Cayla Dolls Over Hacking Fears." It was posted in February of 2017. It's an official watchdog in Germany that had literally told all the parents out there in Germany that bought this Cayla doll to destroy them because they're dangerous, because they're hacking vulnerabilities within them that can cause them to be listening devices for nefarious folks.
Yikes.
It's
Wow.
pretty amazing. It's the Federal Network Agency. It's got a name that I cannot pronounce. I bet you could, Noel.
Let's see. Give it to me, Matt.
Bundesnetzagentur.
Bundesnetzagentur. That is my best college try.
So there it is, the Bundesnetzagentur, which oversees telecommunications. They're the folks who said, hey, this is a bad thing. Do not do this. But then, of course, at that time, this group called the UK Toy Retailers Association came back with, hey, y'all, this isn't a big deal. Come on, Cayla's fine. Do you know why they said that? Because Cayla was a massive seller.
Sure.
Shit.
She was extremely popular.
She was kind of the Tickle Me Elmo of her day, maybe.
It's so funny. The tagline on the box is "It's amazing what she knows."
Yeah, it is.
It's inherently creepy. I mean, and also, do you remember there was an episode? This is totally Black Mirror territory. There was that episode with Ashley O, played by what's her name, Miley Cyrus, and she was kind of this sentient doll or whatever. And there's a twist to the story, but also the subject of this email is Chucky now with Bluetooth. And when they updated the Child's Play movies, what do you think they did? They did exactly this. They made it a Bluetooth connected friendship doll companion thing that gets hacked and becomes a murderer. So yeah,
Advertising.
I think they must have.
Wu-Tang, it's for the kids. Also, when
definitely for the kids.
I had shouted that out earlier too. It's amazing what she knows, which is at the bottom of the box. But there's a second thing, which is like a comic book speech bubble. Yes, that says, "I know so much about you." This is the kind of thing that would make me leave a store. Actually,
yeah, it's super weird. Oh, but it's kid safe, guys, because there's a logo on the bottom that says so. So it's fine.
It does.
Don't worry about it.
It does say it's kid safe. Well, this is just something I want to remind us as we're thinking about this. We are all now used to the Amazon and Google and all the other devices in our homes that just listen to us at all times and respond when we address them. But Google Home didn't come out. It wasn't released until 2016. This thing came out in 2014. So it's an early adopter of this kind of technology where you can just say things to it and ask it questions. It then queries, Google or the internet and comes back with an answer. This thing, Cayla, looking at you with these eyes that I'm looking at right now on my screen that I'm feeling very uncomfortable about, she's just talking to you and telling you all the answers that you have as a child. If you go back to that BBC article, I just want to talk about, I think it's called Vivid Toy Group. They were the ones who distributed Cayla, My Friend Cayla, or Princess Cayla, My Friend Princess Cayla, whatever. She has all kinds of AKAs. They released some statements back in 2017 that were just saying, yes, we're aware of this kind of abuse of our technology, right? Hacking that has occurred. These are isolated incidents. Nobody needs to worry about this stuff. It's not a big deal. They were just, one-offs. But then, of course, when the Federal Network Agency comes back through and says, no, y'all, we gotta kill Cayla with fire. Mm-hmm. It's pretty serious.
Agreed. I mean, to say the quiet part out loud, this is a new avenue of espionage, quite potentially, right? I'd be surprised if it didn't happen. The Bluetooth stuff is relatively insecure. You could also just imagine how many high-level conversations parents have around their children, right? Maybe there's a kid playing with their Cayla doll while the parents are talking, and one of them works at an embassy somewhere. Oh, hey, how was your day at work? These Russians again. Crimea is going to be a thing in a few years, and no one's listening, and Ukraine will be a thing as well. Like, that information could be valuable, and it could be very easy to find. I don't know, man. Surveillance via children is an effective and, in my opinion, highly unethical strategy. Like, consider how much YouTube algorithms learn, right? There are a lot of parents who have to, you want to distract your kid for a second or get them to sit still and focus, and then they're in the hands of a video service that has its algorithms tuned to what they like, creating a feedback loop. It's crazy.
And I know you kind of indicated this at the top of the story, Matt, but Bluetooth is notoriously vulnerable, right? In terms of like, a way in to people's systems.
Yeah, especially when it was, early on the
days.
Early on the that isn't necessarily early 2016, but with every update, more things get fixed, right? More vulnerabilities with any software and or hardware that you're dealing with. But yes, and what is it? The that same agency told Süddeutsche Zeitung Daily that Cayla, quote, amounted to a concealed transmitting device, which was illegal under an article of the German telecoms law.
Wow.
So
how big do you think?
How
big do you think Cayla got in Vienna before it got shut down? Kidding.
Oh,
withdrawn.
Yeah.
Withdrawn.
Hey, that's what happened. Somebody from the agency received one as a gift or something and was just playing with it, and then realized, like, in some moment late at night after her daughter had gone to bed, and she's sitting there, just looking at the thing and trying to figure it out, and then it just starts talking to her, and it's somebody from the opposition. I don't know.
Yikes. Well, it's the same with like those kind of Bluetooth nanny cams or whatever, or anything that's like broadcasting on that type of more or less open, frequency, I guess you could call it. You can intercept those super easily and monitor, a feed coming out of one of those cameras, or you could broadcast onto them,
Yeah. Dangerous stuff. Thank you so much, Tall Pockets, for reaching out to us and sending us this just fascinating story. I will now be forever horrified by that face of my friend Princess Cayla. Congratulations.